will fall through the cliff. Jack KK, they want to have 3-0. They want to get through the King of the Hill.
Okay,
Ooh.
Royal Giant, so bridge
Pekka
spam, yeah,
Again?
most likely. KK could be bringing a probably Goblin Barrel deck, like
Or-
Logbait.
Or even a graveyard.
Goblin Cage 2. Pretty much anything is possible with the two cards we see so far.
Yeah, Bandit. Zap. Seen this yesterday from Jack. Let's wait. Oh, Magic Archer.
Yeah, yesterday, Jack made that Magic Archer work absolutely. He worked for his money, and KK respects that by just throwing that poison immediately on top.
Yeah, the Brawler.
Still connects. Oh my.
Brawler, yeah, goes around the earth for the battle ram there.
How did that battle ram still get the connection? All right, well, clogging up the lane ever so slightly with the Bandit. Baby Dragon is there. It is tanking, so why not check out the graveyard?
Yeah, still the Magic Archer. Not the greatest, but still not too bad against the Skeletons. Actually, for the early graveyard before the double elixir time. Okay, KK is on the smiling mode right now.
Yeah, even with the E-Wiz there, like getting the secondary hit onto those Skeletons, it just wasn't enough. Magic Archer is fine if they line up, but if they don't, it is very hard to defend with it. 14-31 remain on that bottom left-hand tower.
Yeah, Jack needs to pressure with the P.E.K.K.A. or else KK is going to have more time to put down those poisons and graveyard. And now going in offensive, we'll be looking for those Magic Archer shots.
Battle Ram loaded up on the other side. Goblin Cage is there though. Bandit does charge in. Brawler is there. Delivery to push everything away and just
drag.
give more bodies to take on this P.E.K.K.A. The Baby Dragon is there from above. And more bridge battles between these two.
Yeah, you can't let that go through.
Look at the respect that KK has for that Magic Archer. As soon as it touches the field, you are poisoning it out. That is just how good Jack's Magic Archers are.
And Jack also, from yesterday, had the poison, so keeping it in defensive mode against the graveyard. So that's the reason why KK has not been using graveyard even after the double elixir time. Without the graveyard, I'm still winning the game and still putting out some damage with the poison.
Look at the respect on these Magic Archers.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Jack now placing it away from the tower zone with against the poison.
Yep, P.E.K.K.A. shut down, but the Battle Ram on the other side, the E-Wiz and the Bandit are going to cross the bridge here. And
double that Ice Wizard.
Still, there is a lot here. E-Wiz is going to get quite a bit of damage done down that side. Tornado pulls everything in for KK. Is it time to go for the graveyard? 5 elixir is hit. It's going to let it go. Battle Ram again comes down.
Yeah, he's okay with the Ice Wizard. Still doing a couple hundred, so Jack's eliminating some damage with the Zap.
There is the graveyard this time.
Ooh, unexpected timing here.
Damage is getting done. E-Wiz is there. Bandit's going to be there to help out. Royal Giant 2. Poison comes down from KK. On top of all of that, the E-Wiz is going to die. Bandit is looking very hurt.
Yeah, but still with the Knight tanking a good amount of damage against the Bandit and also the Royal Ghost. KK's got a good body in front to deal with every single unit like this.
We're going to see a poison on that Magic Archer soon. KK does indeed poison that.
Yeah, Jack says, okay, graveyard. It's happening in the weird timing where I can't really poison in defense mode, so I gotta be putting in some damage at least.
That Magic Archer gets the connection on that right-hand side. Knight has to come down to try and stop that. But look at the amount of bodies being thrown down on the right. But in comes the graveyard. There is the poison, just a couple of hits. That's it. KK takes game 1 in this King of the Hill with a spectacular showing of how to take on bridge spam when you're the graveyard player. He did it to mock and mimic the Elixir Golem decks that we saw pretty much everywhere. I don't think he's going to be bringing that out today, but we'll find out. KK in red at the top and Katashian in blue at the bottom. Katashian has only beaten Greed so far this season and has lost to Seto, JTV, and Line.
Ram.
That makes it hard as the Hog Rider player. Not impossible, but it does make it difficult.
Snowball in because he had to think about the bats.
Not off to the greatest of starts is Katashian.
Still not the worst, but 500 damage. Yeah, towards the end of the game.
I was thinking more Ram Rider against Hog Rider. That interaction is never good for the Hog Rider player.
Yeah, that too. And you're in the worst case scenario with this damage.
A log comes in, does finish up that firecracker, and a log comes down just to get a little bit of cycle going for KK, trying to get back to probably the Ram Rider, just in case a Hog Rider does come down. Musketeer played at the back for Katashian.
Yeah, because of the firecracker was damaged. It was, yeah, activating the King Tower wasn't going to be possible from Princess just taking it down with a one shot. After the Ice Golem there.
Firecracker played away from the danger just so she can rain death and destruction from those sidelines. Again, takes one hit from the Musketeer, which means it'll go down to a sneeze. Cycling the snowball into the tower.
So Kita-chan, how does he break through? Ram Rider.
Well, we can see KK is holding on to this Ram Rider. He doesn't want to play it.
Is it
Plays it
Inferno?
now. EQ does come down. I don't think there's a building.
He didn't have Elixir.
Look at the damage he's taken. 688 remains. There's the Hog Rider.
Oh, even the log hitting it. What good
Mini
pull
P.E.K.K.A.
away with the snowball there.
Yeah, the snowball making it so that the Mini P.E.K.K.A. got 0 hits on that Hog Rider. That's a clutch move. Ram Rider comes in, and it is going to be the bomb tower with the Valkyrie for Katashian. Logging there to make sure that the Ram Rider sticks within the bomb range. With 400 down to 316. An Earthquake and maybe 2 Earthquakes will finish it. Tries to do that sneaky move again. Hog Rider gets 2 hits.
Still a good way of coming back at the shot, but Earthquake. One more will finish the tower for KK. 15 seconds left to go.
Or a hit from the Firecracker. No, I was going to say Firecracker log would also do it. Here is the interaction we hate to see when you're a Hog Rider player. Ram Rider just
Ram Rider plus the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Hog's going nowhere. And with that EQ tit, KK takes the second game for Ponos. And FAV Gaming so far scrambling into pieces.
Not going to say I told you so, G-Clef. The Spring Kings.
Wait for Expo Master. There's always hope.
But he has matured. He's learned more than one deck.
Because Expo Master Expo was being banned all the time, he was sort of pushed away from Expo for such a long period of time. And Expo, so far only the Miner, did play P.E.K.K.A. Miner yesterday. Nice Golem. Is it the KK version Graveyard or the Skeleton just going for that quicker side of Balloon? Or Firecracker with RG?
With RG would be an interesting choice. There is the Mini P.E.K.K.A. So most likely not RG, I would say. Well, we'll find out. Ice Golem and Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Oh.
Delivery cleans 99% of that. Just like hand sanitizer cleans 99% of pushes. Dead. All right, log comes in. EQ there as well.
Defensive EQ to get those wall breakers.
Very quick cycle from Expo Master here. His lowest cycle, 1, 3, 2, 3. Then he gets back to it. That's just ridiculously quick.
Yeah, for both.
Yep. Well, this is what we like to see. Cycle versus cycle.
Yeah, he knew that. KK knew that the night was coming, so big push.
Ram Rider comes down from KK. Is going to eat a Hunter shot to the face. And goes down there.
So carefully watch for those poison and the earthquake timing. Expo Master feeling that he has to change up a little bit. Going towards the left does not succeed in other than few minor shots.
We are 2 minutes into this one, G-Clef, and both towers have barely taken any damage.
So I think KK Yeah, even with the Hunter, I think if KK's managed to keep a few more firecrackers alive, and I see some chances when the delivery is out already against the Ram Rider and the Mini P.E.K.K.A, then it can reach some damage. I think that's going to be the initial crack.
Lock has to come down there. Bats as well. Ooh, the wall breaker almost got a connection.
Yeah, these kind of connections against a firecracker landing on the Hunter, KK was having a good read.
Yep, but the Hunter is just gonna make short work of the Ram Rider again, and this is a game of inches. Good poison there, cleans all of that up in the firecracker and the skeletons that were played from KK. And the damage?
Yeah,
is this the only way Expo Master is going to get damaged?
It's mostly going to be Earthquake Poison from both sides.
Well, we all know that Earthquake is a very powerful tool in terms of tower damage.
Early
Miner
slow.
comes in. Delivery there as well, and that's a lot of body at the bridge here. Is he going to get the hit? Doesn't quite, but this Hunter, very healthy.
And on the left, waiting for that delivery timing, but it's a little...
The Mini P.E.K.K.A
just in time.
a hit, but still only a tiny, tiny hit from that Ram Rider. Good use of the Mini P.E.K.K.A to block the Hunter shot to get that damage in, but how many times can KK do that? Not many is the answer. Oh, the wall breaker almost getting the hit there too. It's a shot, delivery comes in.
Yeah, still blocks it in the way, so it gets slightly delayed too against the Hunter.
Wall breakers connect two onto that right-hand side. Expo Master takes a big lead as we get down to the last minute. KK has just struggled to get things through onto the towers. Time and time again, his pushes are getting shut down prematurely. Expo Master finding ways through the defenses of KK, and it does look as though Expo Master is going to take this unless there is some very big hits. No connection there. 35 seconds remain.
Needs a charge from the Ram Rider or even the Mini P.E.K.K.A for KK. As time, final 30 seconds before the time runs out. Even spending an EQ on an offensive end for the Ram Rider to connect does not succeed again.
Yep, here we go. Everything thrown down. Does KK have the kitchen sink to throw? Is he going to get a connection? He does! And that is a huge change!
It's all the way at the end, waited for that delivery to come back into his hand along with the Hunter. And KK sweeps FAV Gaming in King of the Hill.
Are you kidding me, G-Clef?
Final 10 seconds.
Are you kidding? How?
Yeah, Ram Rider from all the way, not from all the way back, but just cycled through back-to-back Ram Rider, and in comparison, Expo Master needed to throw down one more card before that delivery, and the Hunter.